Emily Foster had spent months convincing herself she would never see Nathan Reed again. Then, as she stepped out of the hospital with a prenatal folder pressed against her chest, a sleek black limousine stopped beside the curb. Nathan, the billionaire CEO who had once promised to love her forever, stepped out and froze. His eyes dropped to the gentle curve beneath her coat, and the world around him seemed to disappear. "Emily," he whispered, unable to finish the sentence. She looked at him only briefly before lowering her gaze. "You lost the right to ask about my life the day you let me walk away." She turned and started toward the parking lot, but a sudden breeze lifted one page from her medical folder. Nathan caught a glimpse of the appointment date before she tucked it away. Something about that single date struck him harder than any boardroom battle he had ever faced. Back inside his office, he shut the door, opened old calendars, flight records, hotel reservations, business itineraries, and every message from the final months of their relationship. His breathing slowed as he counted the weeks again and again. The canceled overseas conference. The blizzard that trapped them together for one final weekend. The night they believed they still had one last chance before everything fell apart. Nathan stared at the screen, his hands trembling. There was only one possible conclusion. If the timeline was correct, the child could only be his. Every assumption he had made since losing Emily collapsed in an instant. Without thinking, he drove back to the hospital. Emily sat quietly outside the maternity clinic, one hand resting protectively on her baby bump as sunlight poured through the windows. Nathan stopped a few feet away, his voice barely above a whisper. "I finally understand. I never lost the truth. I only stopped looking for it." Emily's eyes filled with tears she had hidden for far too long. Before either of them could speak again, a doctor approached carrying a sealed medical envelope. Looking directly at Nathan, the doctor quietly said, "Before you make another promise, there's something both of you need to know." Nathan stared at the unopened envelope, realizing the answer inside could change all of their lives forever. Subscribe to the channel for more unforgettable stories.